Hey guys, Adam from the Coda here. I'm here to speak to you today about some of my favourite vinyl purchases in the build-up of our second album, Mojo Skyline, which you can pre-order now over at hmv.com. So in honour of this amazing piece of album work, which you can get on vinyl, I'm going to run through some of my all-time favourite vinyl purchases. So number one. Being in a rock band, you cannot not get ACDC. The great thing about ACDC, apart from many reasons, is because they're so old, some of their original albums were recorded in that amazing analog way, so they sound incredible on vinyl, even if they're remastered. But if you're lucky to get one of the original pressings, they just sound amazing. What I also love about this album, and all the other kind of early Bon Scott albums, is it's a reminder of how little bandwidth time-wise there was on an LP back then. So this amazing power rock band could just get 4 hard-hitting tracks on each side. So you'd only get an album of 8 tracks, but wow, did it pack a punch. So this I love. It resonates very much with the band as well, and we listen to it all the time when we're in the van, we're travelling between gigs, etc. But I also enjoy listening to it at home as well. Album choice number 2 goes to this puppy, so The Cult and Love. I would put this, I think, personally, in probably the top 5, definitely top 10 most underrated albums of all time. It's got one of the strongest singles ever, with She Sells Sanctuary, but the album is an absolute masterpiece. The arrangement of the album, the song order, the actual journey. So this is, for me, really indulgent. I will put this on from start to finish and kick back in a chair over there that you can't see off camera, and if I've got the time I'll just listen back to the whole thing. And again, that's part of the beauty of vinyl, because it can be very self-indulgent and luxurious and selfish time-wise. This album is just insane. I love it. Album choice number 3, the Mighty Metallica. Why am I picking this one? Because there's so many. I would say this is probably, apart from Mojo Skyline of course, the most excited vinyl release I've been involved in my life. The build up to this. It's also the most money I spent on a pre-order, and then to get this thing through the post, and just the packaging and everything with it, and there's 2 vinyls. You know, they've really, everything about it, the experience, the out-of-the-box experience, and then the quality for a modern album sounding this good on an LP. And again, it's 4 dudes really going for it. I absolutely adore this album, and I'm so glad I got it on vinyl as well, because it's like a treat of an LP. Number 4 on my list, this was one of the first albums I ever bought on vinyl. It was back in Chicago years ago, before I actually had a vinyl player, but I found it and I loved it so much because I knew the album anyway. But being a guitar player, you can't not love Mr. Hendrix for obvious reasons. But this edition, this version of a live album, Band of Gypsies, which is insane, on vinyl is just an absolute treat. Again, it's pure audio indulgence. It sounds amazing. You know, they still press it now because it's one of the main Hendrix albums, but I love the fact I picked this up before I actually had a good vinyl player, because I knew when I would, it's going to sound amazing. And I still listen to this a lot today. I absolutely love it. And finally for you now, album choice number 5 is Free Live. Some plastic, let me get this out quickly so you can see it better. Hopefully that works. There we go, so I did that. Free Live, why have I picked this? I remember buying Greatest Hits 3 on double CD in HMV many years ago when I was a young teenager, old kid. And I fell in love with the band. And there was this version of Mr. Big live on that double CD, which I adored. I then got into vinyl and I found the same concert that live version was recorded from, and I've now got the whole concert on double vinyl, and it's incredible. It sounds amazing. I love it. Again, the whole envelope and out the box experience is really cool, but I just love listening to this whole concert end to end. The playing's amazing, the energy's amazing. Really set back for 4 dudes, quite clean but still rocking and bluesy and soulful. So yeah, this free live album I absolutely adore. So there you have it. They're my top 5 vinyl at the moment. I've got endless amounts of other ones I'd love to tell you about, but for now, that's what they are. Long live vinyl. Big high five to HMV, keeping it alive and kicking. And head over to hmv.com where you can get your copy of this bad boy, Mojo Skyline. Thank you very much, guys.